The story of Lord Venkateshwara, the curse of Sage Brigu. Long ago, during a celestial assembly, Sage Brigu decided to test the supremacy of the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. First, he visited Lord Brahma, who was engrossed in the Vedas and failed to acknowledge the sage. Displeased, Brigu cursed Brahma that he would no longer be worshipped on earth. Next, Brigu visited Lord Shiva, who was engaged in meditation. Offended by Shiva's lack of attention, Brigu cursed him as well, decreeing that he would be worshipped only in specific forms, lingams. Finally, Brigu visited Lord Vishnu, who was resting on his serpent bed in Vaikuntha, attended by goddess Lakshmi. Seeing Vishnu asleep, Brigu grew angry and kicked him on his chest. Instead of reacting in anger, Lord Vishnu woke up, gently massaged the sage's foot, and apologized for any discomfort caused by his chest. This act of humility softened Brigu's heart, and he declared Vishnu the supreme deity. However, goddess Lakshmi, deeply hurt by the insult to her abode, Vishnu's chest, left Vaikuntha and descended to earth, residing in Kolhapur. Vishnu, stricken with grief, decided to follow her and incarnated as Srinivasa on earth to await her return. Srinivasa's life on earth. Vishnu took residence in an anthill under a tamarind tree on the Tirumala hills, near the Swarnamukhi river. During this time, he was cared for by Vakula Devi, a previous incarnation of Yashoda, Krishna's foster mother. Vakula Devi, now an elderly woman, looked after Srinivasa as her son. However, Srinivasa continued to miss goddess Lakshmi and lived in penance, awaiting her return. The birth of Padmavati. Elsewhere, in the kingdom of Narayanapuram, King Akasha Raja and Queen Darari Devi performed a yajna to seek a child. During the ritual, they found a golden lotus in a pond, with a baby girl inside. Naming her Padmavati, the royal couple raised her as their daughter. Unknown to them, Padmavati was an incarnation of goddess Lakshmi, destined to reunite with Vishnu. Srinivasa meets Padmavati one day. Srinivasa was hunting in the forest when he encountered Padmavati and her companions. The moment their eyes met, they fell deeply in love. Returning to Tirumala, Srinivasa confided his feelings to Vakula Devi, who agreed to approach King Akasha Raja with a marriage proposal. The grand wedding. King Akasha Raja was initially skeptical about Srinivasa's identity, but divine signs convinced him of Srinivasa's divinity. The king agreed to the marriage, and preparations began for a grand wedding. To fund the event, Srinivasa approached Kubera, the god of wealth, and borrowed a large sum of money, promising to repay it with the offerings of his devotees. The wedding was celebrated with great splendor, marking the union of Vishnu and Lakshmi in her earthly form as Padmavati. The reunion with Lakshmi. After the wedding, goddess Lakshmi, still residing in Kolhapur, learned about Srinivasa's marriage and confronted him. In an emotional exchange, Srinivasa revealed that both Lakshmi and Padmavati were manifestations of the same divine energy and that their union was predestined. Lakshmi and Padmavati reconciled, and together, they resided with Srinivasa on the Tirumala hills. Lord Venkateshwara's eternal abode. Lord Vishnu, in his form as Venkateshwara, chose to remain on the Tirumala hills to bless his devotees in the Kali Yuga. Devotees believe that he resides there as a symbol of mercy, patience, and hope. To this day, the Tirumala temple stands as a beacon of devotion, attracting millions of pilgrims who seek his blessings. The tradition of repaying Kubera. One of the most unique aspects of the Tirupati temple is the tradition of offerings. Devotees believe that the wealth they donate to the temple helps Lord Venkateshwara repay his debt to Kubera. This practice symbolizes the divine cycle of faith and gratitude. The Tirumala temple and its rituals. The Tirupati Balaji temple is one of the richest and most visited temples in the world. The temple follows strict rituals and traditions. 1. Alankaram. The deity is adorned with precious jewels and garments. 2. Naivediyam. Offerings of food, including the famous Tirupati Laddu, are made to the Lord. 3. Suprabhatam. Early morning prayers wake the Lord each day. 4. Hair offerings. Many devotees shave their heads as a sign of humility and surrender.